Hello guys, this is week 4 video discussion 1, and I decided to pick chapter 13, Fascist Faith in the Star Wars universe. Kind of clicked for me because I grew up watching Star Wars and all the sagas, been a big fan for years now, and so I wanted to dive in on this chapter and collectively take notes on fascist faith in the Star Wars universe. When I think of fascism, especially the word, I thought of kind of like Mussolini style of government. It's like a political ideology, emphasis, importance of the nation or state over an individual, kind of like control. And so I have 3 questions for you guys that I want you guys to think about. I want you to go back and read the chapter, but I want you to think while I'm giving you my opinion on my report on this chapter. And so the first question is, as fans of the Star Wars saga, how do you interpret the portrayal of fascist ideology and faith in the series? Question number 2 is, do you see parallels between the events in Star Wars and real world historical or contemporary issues we have today? Question number 3, how does the theme of redemption exemplified by Darth Vader resonate with you personally? And so going through my notes, diving in, fascist faith in the Star Wars universe appears to dwell into the religious aspirations of George Lucas and monomythic heroes in the Star Wars universe, such as Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. This chapter likely discusses how the narratives gain the spiritual loyalties of their audiences by inviting them to join in crusades against evil. This chapter dwells on the main topic of propaganda and the manipulation of belief systems within the iconic space saga. Lawrence and Jewett analyze the Star Wars universe, focusing on characters Emperor Palpatine and Darth Vader, who idolize the fascist concept. They discuss how Palpatine rises to power, exploiting the fear and division, employing propaganda, and maintaining control over the galaxy. The authors examine the role of faith in Star Wars narrative, highlighting how the Sith Lords manipulate beliefs to serve their own interests. Through the character of Darth Vader, they explore themes such as redemption and moral conflict, as Vader grapples with his past of Anakin Skywalker. So, looking through these, authors draw parallels between the Star Wars narrative and real-world authoritarian regimes, highlighting the dangers of unchecked power. The authors emphasize the importance of moral courage and resistance in the face of oppression, using characters like Luke Skywalker as a symbol of hope and resilience, as he is the protagonist. In the context, Luke Skywalker's journey can be seen as a representation of struggle against a higher power. His character embodies the spirit of resistance and the power of hope, even in facing overwhelming odds. Chapter 13 explores these themes through the lenses of various characters, as we're told. The book also examines the concept of what is an American superhero, tracing back to historical and spiritual roots. What is your concept of what it is to be a superhero, as exploring how the stories embody values such as freedom, justice, like as I've been reading The Dark Knight Returns, justice, Batman, everybody knows justice, and resilience, how they shape understanding heroism and villainy. And so I wanted to finish off saying that these are some pretty interesting authors, Lawrence and Jewett, how they engage the historical and spiritual roots of superhero myth and its effect on America's democratic vision. And so I wanted to touch back on what I view those beginning questions, as I told you in the beginning of this video. Touch back on it. So, as a fan of the Star Wars saga, how do I interpret fascist ideology and faith in the series? Um, the Star Wars Empire portrays a galactic empire, which I view as the empire suppresses individual freedoms, employ propaganda, and use fear to control the galaxy. The Jedi, on the other hand, represent faith and spirituality with their belief in the Force and their monolithic lifestyle. Question number two: do you see parallels between the events in Star Wars and real world historical or contemporary issues? Star Wars, like many other fan fiction movies and books, the struggle between Rebel Alliance and the Empire can be viewed as a metaphor for resistance against oppressive regimes. The transformation of the Republic into the Empire could be seen as a commentary on how democratic institutions can be undetermined. So, for instance, like how some people view governments differently. And so I think we all have different viewpoints. I don't want to kind of share my view on, like, Republican, Democrat, and what I should think of, just because I don't really like conflict, but I can see how the Star Wars universe kind of portrays some of real world events, and especially like China, how they have communism, America, how we vote for our leaders, other countries they can't, and I think it could be a real problem. And so the last question is, how does the theme of redemption as exemplified by Darth Vader resonate with you? Um Despite his turn to the dark side, he ultimately redeems himself by saving his son and destroying the Sith. This theme resonates with me as the belief in the possibility of how redemption and power are a personal choice. As a Christian, I totally believe in free will, and you have the option to do whatever you want. You have the option to go rob a store, go shoot up a gas station. I totally have respect for Darth Vader and what he did in that, but I just think that it shows that no matter how bad of a person you are, no matter how bad of what you do, I bring this into a religious standpoint and how you can always change your ways. And so that's what I see. And so in this saga, at the end, it encourages the themes of power, morality, and redemption. And I just want to say that I enjoyed reading this chapter, and I enjoyed reading the whole book as well. And hopefully you guys could enjoyed my discussion, and thank you.